Welcome to the eSports Report. On this week's show, we have all the results from the Australian and European regional finals.
Oh, but here comes Mad Cat. There is one more player there. He does, man.
We find out what happened at the SoCal Regionals.
Knocks his chair over. He is your SoCal Regionals 2014 champion.
And we have your top 5 plays of the week.
No! Okay. Hey everybody, it is good to be back right here on the eSports Report. I'm Chris Puckett, joined as always by Desi Sanchez.
Hey Puckett, it's good to have you back. Was Australia all you hoped for?
Dude, Australia is awesome. Such beautiful beaches. Sydney is an amazing city, and most importantly, some of the nicest people and esports fans that I've ever met.
Well, that's good to know. And you were there for the Australian Regionals?
That's right. Of course, guys, last week we saw the Aussies, Kiwis, and Europeans hold their regional finals. This week, it's the Americans' turn. But before we get to all of that, Tezzy, what do you think about starting today off with the top 5?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Kick us off.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another MLG Top 5. Today we're taking a look at 5 incredible plays from Team Caliber in the DLC map pack for Call of Duty Ghosts. Kicking things off at number 5, it's Jawa TK taking some damage. Full red gets the kill. A player walks right in front of him, making 3 more. 4 straight kills, 5 in a row for Jawa TK. On to number 4, this time with Swayhe on Bayview using the Sniper Maverick. Check him out as he rips up the bodies. 2, 3 straight kills, and he's not done yet. The enemies keep coming. 5, looking for number 6, and he's gonna get it with the final shot here on Bayview. That was Swayhe at number 4, but now it's time for Envious at number 3. Check him out with the thermal scope on this Maverick Sniper, going to work, picking up 2 straight into the building. 2 more, gets the collateral, and he's not done yet. 6 straight kills, the 14-point streak as he earns the Oracle. Moving on now to number 2. This time it's Arson from Team K. Spots the field orders, but takes care of business. No touching my blue books. Taking fire, waits, turns, and burns them. No problem. 3 straight, making 4, and finishing out with the up close and personal 5 and 6. We've seen Jawa, we've seen Swayhe, we've seen Envious, we've seen Arson, but this play belongs to BW. Takes out the knife man, the double up top. A nice quick shot there for number 3, rounded through the thorns. Number 4, the headshot for number 5. The 6th play, and he's not done yet. 7 straight to earn the night out, the 10-point spree. Hope you guys enjoyed those plays from the Onslaught DLC map pack. Go pick it up for Call of Duty Ghosts, and check out MLG.tv for more Call of Duty action.
The second week of MLG's Call of Duty League has come to a close, and we're starting to see some teams begin to really pull away from the pack. JCap and the rest of FaZe definitely didn't have a case of the Mondays as they dominated the early week with a 5-1 match record. Curse LV stayed consistent, earning 2 wins for every loss, giving them an 11-5 record. This gives them the top spot in the current standings. But the other Curse squads weren't looking so hot. Both the New York and Youth squads dropped a 2-4 record this week. It was also not Envy's week. The boys in blue only scraped together a single win and ended the week in 9th place. As we wrap up week 2, Curse Las Vegas sits at the top of the scoreboard. FaZe and Strictly Business trail behind in 2nd and 3rd. In terms of individual performance, Attach still holds the best KD ratio, and Formal makes his first appearance on this list. Rambo and Sensor lead on the objective leaderboards.
All right, so really no surprise there seeing Rambo and Sensor on top of the objective leaderboard, but shout out to Attach, the youngster in top of KD ratio. Pretty incredible stuff. Also, gotta point out Formal, the former Halo pro, currently sitting in the top 5 in 3 separate leaderboards at the current moment.
I know you gotta be rooting for him.
You know, it's some impressive stuff. He's one of the best in FPS. But guys, while the Call of Duty esports scene here in America has been established for quite some time, the other regions from around the world have been making inroads to growing their own competition. This past weekend, I made the trip to Sydney to cast the Australian and New Zealand regional finals. Although there were 8 teams in attendance, only the top 2 would earn a ticket to LA, so everyone was looking to make it to that grand finals. Team Immunity, Australia's top squad, earned their spot battling their way through the winners bracket, while their opponents, Trident T1 Daughters, made it through the losers bracket. Since they were coming from the losers bracket, T1 Daughters needed to win the best of 5 series to extend it to a best of 11. Despite losing both domination game modes, T1 managed to win the remaining game types and force another series. In the second half of the match, T1 earned a Game 1 advantage and were poised to be the first team in Ghost to ever defeat Immunity at a LAN event. After Dens caught fire, T1 Daughters closed out the series and earned the victory at the ANZ Championship. While Trident and Immunity held the top 2 spots, Avant-Garde placed 3rd, and Flare Gaming from New Zealand went home with a top 4 finish.
Moving over to Europe, 26 teams gathered for the regional finals, of which half would qualify for the World Championships. After the teams were narrowed down, the 13 winners competed in the seeding tournament with a chance at the €15,000 prize. The European Pro Points leaders Epsilon and TCM Gaming ended up facing off in the finals. TCM jumped off to an early lead with wins in Sovereign Domination and Freight Search and Destroy.
19 seconds on the clock. They need some time to plant that bomb, but Marky B picking up a huge kill right there. There's another player. Oh, Marky B going huge. Jerd last alive, but he goes down as well. And that's going to be Mad Cat picking that kill up.
Let's see this in the final kill cam.
And Mad Cat.
One player to find, the time was running out, and he came out, and he just got the shot on him.
Epsilon struck back and blitzed, but in the end, it was TCM's day as they took yet another domination victory and pocketed the €15,000 prize for first place.
He's really going to win the series 3-1 here, and I expect Gunshi to stop the whole stage.
Player cam there.
The whole stage is just shaking right now. No, there they are on your screen. So happy right now. Hugs coming out from the TCM members.
Now, although TCM and Epsilon held the spotlight at regionals, each of the other qualified teams will be looking to exact their revenge when everyone will meet up again in Los Angeles. Here's the full list of teams that qualified for Worlds at the European Regional Finals and the regions that they will be representing. Guys, to celebrate the Call of Duty high season, we have decided to put in not 1, but 2 Call of Duty top 5s. So earlier we took a look at the top 5 Onslaught DLC plays, and now it's time for your Make It Great Pizza Hut top 5 plays of the week. Puckett, take it away.
All right, it's time to make it great thanks to pizza. Here are your top 5 plays of the week from Call of Duty Ghosts. Coming in at number 5, Nadeshot takes down Envy to get the bomb defused.
Other one's unloading. You saw in the loading. You saw in the loading. Oh,
Come on, let him run.
Let's go, Matt!
Let's go!
Matt!
Moving on now to number 4. This time it's Rambo and his spree against Denial.
I'm going for A. Try and hold B.
Losing Bravo.
I got it.
Enemy has C.
Red fire. Wait, 108 bones, 108 owns, 108 owns, 108 owns.
Oh my God! Ah!
Specialist bonus achieved. Securing Charlie.
Ah!
All points held. Defend your position. Losing Charlie.
Get off me, boy.
Losing Charlie.
Our number 3 play this week belongs to Complexity's Crim6 as he decapitates Parasite. At number 2, Moose from TCM absolutely goes off against Epsilon in the European Finals.
Great position to pick up that kill. Nothing sneaky being allowed for Epsilon at the moment as Moose is just locking down that side of the map. And they did actually manage to make a B push here, but it's not going to kind of pay off for them there. I think it was Flux that picked up a kill, and now Swanee picks up another one as well for Epsilon, but that's just not enough because they need a good 2 or 3 players down from TCM at the moment if they're going to regain control of that B
Look
flank.
at this, Moose waiting. He is going to go for the split as well. Epsilon going to have to come back to deal with that. He's going to give him a little bit more room to breathe, and he's going to take him on as well. Moose, this is where he starts becoming a factor. He's just going to keep pushing here. He made this play by himself. He's given TCM room to breathe. They should go into the second half just ahead.
Well, let's see here. TCM is still got 2 flags controlled, but look at this, contested by Epsilon on both.
And finally, the #1 play this week is Optics Clayster with his ace on Justice.
One's under back there, killing that kid. Play, you got it. Yo, Clay. Clay, you for sure can touch him. Because the other kid's in green, dog. Figure your shotgun and body him. Come on, Clay. Last one's 50. You now. Finish this. If I had a guess, I bet he'd be playing Rocket.
No!
Okay.
1v4! Get him the ball!
Okay. That was nice. He got so high, dude. He's doing the Superman. Okay, Clay, baby.
Yo, Clay, honestly, did you...
Well, Desi, since I got to do the top 5, you know what that means. You are going to be picking out our PlanetSide clip of the week.
Very good. Well, you know, sometimes we get great clips, but this one is just clown mode. We've got Super Tie 79 here. He runs out of C4, so he decides to get creative when it comes time to take down the turret. He uses the /tell command to tell the opposing team that his turret is getting hacked. And when the unsuspecting enemy leaves the safety of the turret, well, he gets what's coming to him. Boom.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Guys, when we come back, we have the results from the SoCal Regional Finals.
West Balls! West Balls knocks his chair over. He is your SoCal Regionals 2014.
We find out what happened at the EMS1 Battlefield 4 Finals.
Down a map the entire series.
And we have the highlights from this week in LCS.
More as well. Cloud9 comes up with the win. That.
Welcome back. With a few East Coast majors in the books already, it was time to get some West Coast FGC action. The SoCal Regionals featured nearly 24 fighting game titles and top players from all over the West Coast. Early in the day on Sunday, a NorCal versus SoCal matchup in Melee went down to the wire, with West Balls getting the best of SFAT.
Oh, this is looking like it's done.
This is it?
Falco has
It's
the
over.
advantage. That's it.
That's it. West Balls.
In Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Filipino champ put the pressure on with a 3-0 reset win, but couldn't close the series against Apology Man's unconventional firebrand. And in Street Fighter 4, Infiltration surprised a lot of players with his Chun-Li picks, but couldn't get the best of K-Brad's Cammy in the finals.
It's so close. The meters are, the life meters
Oh,
are right
he
there.
went empty jump. K-Brad is so close to doing this.
And here we go.
So
He uses
close.
the extreme not
So
quite,
close.
and he gets it with the dive kick. He has
K-Brad.
defeated Infiltration, and he is your Southern California Regionals 2014 champion.
And for those of you who are interested in seeing who dominated the other titles at the SoCal Regional Finals, here's the full list of winners from the event.
All right, big congratulations to all the winners from the SoCal Regionals. The 2-month-long Battlefield 4 EMS Season 1 came to a close last weekend in Germany. The best teams in Europe have battled since January for a chance at the €10,000 first place prize. MYN and Pyrogen both finished second in their groups to narrowly make the bracket stage, and then surprised everyone when they made it to the finals over UMAV and Fnatic. Pyrogen jumped out to an early lead with a convincing win in Game 1, but MYM battled back to take the best-of-5 series 3-2.
There's only one left from Pyrogen, and that's Melisium. Everything is in trouble here. If he gets taken out, then that cap is coming in, and they're threatening a triple cap in the championships, and this is the last round, and they are in pole position. Then look at that full domination cap. What can Pyro do now?
Nothing. That's going to be it. 3 tickets remaining. They have to fall down to 59. This will be over with 2 tickets. 1 more ticket to go. And that's going to be it. You can hear him on your headsets. That is Meteor Makers coming up big, coming back from being down a map the entire series to win it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champions of EMS1.
Finishing in third, fourth was Fnatic and the Swedish team UMAV.
When we return, we have the highlights from this week's LCS matches. We find out what happened in the MLG Dota TKO tournament, and we check in with the Infinite Crisis PAX East qualifiers. Stay right there. Switching over to League of Legends, the 7th week of North American LCS was missing one of its star players, Bjergsen. Reginald filled in for the missing mid laner as TSM looked to hold on to the top spot in the league. Cloud9 wanted to take advantage of a weakened TSM and move up in the standings, but lost the first match of the weekend in upset fashion to XDG. Cloud9 followed their opening loss with a win over TSM, but failed to gain any ground and remain one game away from first place.
Here. Yeah. Wild Turtle can't do much on the backside. Meteo's going crazy. He gets the flash, the Q. He is eating the culling for breakfast right now. And Sneaky over the shoulder of Meteo's gives Turtle a pie to the face.
You have to give it to Cloud9. They do not relax in this game.
Meanwhile, CLG continues to look impressive. For the second week in a row, CLG finished 2-0, with Link earning the week's MVP honors. CLG's 4-game win streak has them nipping at Cloud9 and TSM's heels heading into Super Week.
Long time to run coast to coast after this demolish. It's going to be Cop going down as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and almost a fifth as Quas is just too tanky, but out of the fight.
At the end of this week, the top 4 hold on to their positions, but Coast slides into 5th place.
All right, this week in the EU LCS, Roccat debunked the myth of cats always landing on their feet. Meanwhile, the middle of the pack got even closer as Copenhagen Wolves caught up. The week started off with Alliance proving their even-odd week curse was definitely broken. After their loss last week, they came out with a win over the slumping Fnatic this week.
Got that Requiem available, and here he comes. Is he going to be able to mop up them all? Oh, he is going to be able to. So many kills coming down. A double kill in the end coming out for Shook, and that is an ace. And I tell you what, there's no inhibitor going to be left there in just a second.
The Copenhagen Wolves pounced on Roccat early and left the #1 team trying to claw their way back into the game. A desperate attempt at Baron by Roccat would hand the Wolves a victory.
Separating from his team, he goes down. This Baron Bob's doing nothing for Roccat. It was a desperation move that is backfiring, and the Copenhagen Wolves with that Pixie are going to continue chasing down. Kautar gets himself a second. They turn and run for the mid.
And this should mean Copenhagen Wolves can go down and finish. Only 2 members are alive. They're all 5 here, and they can quickly take down these extra turns if they go for... Oh, Kautar!
Southside goes in. Wild turns it around. He does get the kill, but he goes down nonetheless. Shock horror. Amazing is there again, and controlling the game for the Copenhagen Wolves.
After a slump of 8 straight losses, Fnatic defeated the team that started their losing streak, Gambit Gaming, without a single death.
The box down, they pick off Diamond first of all. Edward will fall, that's 2 kills here for Fnatic. Who are they going to go for next? Alex off to the left, kind of alone here in the jungle. They're finally going to get back together. Spear lands on towards Genja. Peke very, very quick with that speed burst out of Lulu. But look at Gambit's positioning. They either stick around here and maybe lose a couple more kills, which it looks like they will. That is good stuff from Yellowstar.
Week 7 sees SK Gaming tied with Gambit for 2nd place. Week 8 will be a super week for Europe with the top 6 teams all only 2 games apart. Anything can happen, and anyone can walk away with the #1 position.
All right, and moving from LOL to Dota 2, the second group stage of the MLG TKO Dota 2 tournament is underway, with some surprising results already forming after the first few days of action. Over on the European side, Na'Vi sits at 1-5 after getting swept by Power Rangers and Empire. Na'Vi's going to need a 2-0 win over Fnatic and help from other teams to make it out of the group stage. Over in North America, Cloud9 was handed its first losses of the tournament at the hands of EG. EG finished the weekend 4-0 as the only undefeated team in either region.
TZ's already thrown down an ultimate, it's done a decent amount of damage. Gigabilly trying to get away, Real held in place, will be one more auto attack. No, the bottle keeps him alive for just another second. Range creeps are going to be able to finish him off.
Currently, Team Empire holds the very top honors in Europe, and Evil Geniuses leads in North America.
So that's what's going on in Dota, but now it's time to talk Infinite Crisis. And the PAX East qualifier for Infinite Crisis is underway with 8 of the best teams battling for the 2 available spots. The first quarterfinal between KGB and Templar Gaming was all KGB, as Pseudostyle's 9-0 performance on Joker carried the team to a convincing 19-1 victory on Gotham Divided. In the second match of the day, FTS survived a weak early laning phase, but dominated team fights on the back of a 16-8 flash.
Fresh Snow takes out Indy. No, he doesn't. Indy escapes, and Fresh Snow goes down. Great play by Field Team 6, grabbing 2 kills and having Superman actually escape there. Now Flash should be able to run down Poison Ivy here, I think.
Yeah, I don't think that was really worth it for a Weir Academy.
No, I mean, they did get a turret kill, but they're all going to fall down. There goes the slow from Tom Poison Ivy, the finishing hit from Zatanna. And wow, what a turnaround. Was that 4 kills right there? A clean sweep for nothing.
Last night in the PAX East qualifier, we saw Vex defeat Absolute Legends, and tonight we will see Clever Gaming Syndicate take on sister squad Clever Gaming Origin.
All right, while we are nearing the end of our show, make sure you check out these awesome upcoming tournaments.
Lots to watch once again, and the first thing you're going to want to tune in for is the U.S. Call of Duty Championships. It's kicking off this Saturday at noon, March 8th. This tournament will feature the 16 best North American teams, of which 8 will qualify for Worlds. The result of the tournament will also be used to seed the North American teams in the bracket in Los Angeles. So pretty important for these squads to do well in the top 8.
Absolutely. This is the last qualifier, right?
Yep, last big regional final.
We're almost there. And also this weekend, Monster Energy Drink will host a Dota 2 Invitational at the South by Southwest Music Festival.
Cool to see Monster getting involved. And of course, guys, Take TV will host another StarCraft Invitational in Krefeld, Germany. So tune in for that.
So much to watch. Wow. Well, guys, this is the end of our show. But make sure to tune in next week at 7 p.m. ET to catch another episode of the eSports Report right here on MLG.tv.
We'll see you next time.